I'm here at Golfbidder with absolutely nothing except just £500, and I'm going to see if I can get everything I need to play golf and hopefully have some change left over too. Now, over the last few weeks in this series, we've been doing a whole range of beginner tips and tricks for things to look out for when buying your first set of clubs. So now it's time to put them into practice and get shopping. Now, you may well have seen our videos with our friends Rick Shields and Peter Finch where they bought a full set of used clubs for £500. If not though, there's a link to that in the description. But this time we're going to see if we can get everything you'll need to play golf for under that amount. Now, first of all, a few little assumptions around clothing and footwear. We're taking it that you own a suitable pair of trousers or chinos or shorts and a collared shirt or polo shirt and a pair of suitable trainers or shoes that will comply with any rules really that your golf club might have. But don't worry too much about that for now. We'll talk more about that later in the video. So, where to start? Well, when you walk into any shop, you get a shopping basket. And in golf terms, that's a golf bag. Now, when starting out, you'll want something lightweight and with a stand. That way you can carry your golf bag and you don't have to worry about having to buy a trolley too. And this Callaway bag is the perfect example. Now, we've a full bag buyer's video guide too on the Golfbidder channel, which we'll link to below. But for now, this bag is perfect. It's a nice big open top. It has a double strap to make carrying easier. Lots of handy pockets and dividers to protect and separate the clubs. And at the time of filming, this bag is for sale at £89, which leaves us with £411 to spend. Now then, it's time to fill this with some golf clubs. In this series, we've also done a video on how many golf clubs you really actually need in your bag to play golf. Again, we'll link to that down below in the description. The rules say you can carry up to 14 clubs, but when you're starting out, the actual number you need is more like 8 to 10 clubs. And the first club we're going to be putting in our bag is a driver, and this Titleist is going to be absolutely perfect. This is the Titleist 913 D2 from 2014. It'll work just great if you're starting out. Firstly, the name Titleist, that oozes quality, and the driver itself is a full 460cc. That's the maximum head size allowed. That'll give you great confidence when you're stood on the first tee for the first time. It has a big bulky weight at the back to lower the center of gravity and basically help keep the club stable and launch the ball high. Everything the beginner needs. It even has hosel adjustability for when you want to really start dialing in your drives. But let's leave that for now. But it is a great thing to have in there. And this driver is on sale for £87, leaving us £324 more to spend. Next, we need some irons, and these clubs will take up the most room in your golf bag, about 6 to 7 clubs. Now, like with the driver, we're looking for something big and chunky with a cavity and perimeter weighting to keep the club stable and get the ball up in the air as easily as possible. And these Wilson DI9 irons fit the bill perfectly. We have a set of irons here from 5-iron to sand wedge, which means you'll have a club for every job, whether you're 160 yards out from the green or in a greenside bunker. Now, you can see here there's a big open cavity where all the weight is around the edge and low, again to help get the ball up in the air and hit it long. These irons are on sale for just £135, leaving us £189 of our budget still to spend. We are doing great here. Now, the last essential club we're going to put in the bag is a putter, and it's probably the most important club you'll own. Now, make sure to check out our driver versus putter video that we made as to why. We'll link to that in the description below. But what should you be looking for in a putter? Well, there's a pattern emerging, something nice and big and forgiving. But with putting, alignment is key. If you're not lined up properly, then you're not going to get the ball into the hole consistently. And the most famous alignment aid is the 2-ball from Odyssey. There are others, and we've reviewed them all in another video, which we'll also link to below. But this Odyssey 2-ball, maybe from 2005, but it's in beautiful condition and still features the proven tour-winning 2 golf ball sized discs on the top, which makes a row of 3 balls when you're looking down stood over a nervy 4-footer to make sure you're lined up correctly. Now this putter is on sale for just £80, leaving us still £109 left to spend. So that's the golf club sorted. But there's a couple more things we still do need. Now you can't play golf without golf balls. It's the object of the game really. Get this tiny golf ball into a tiny hole 400 yards away. But there are loads of brands of golf ball and each brand has multiple options. And you've guessed it, we've done a video on all the golf ball options too, which we will link to below. But right now, let's appreciate we are beginners and therefore we are going to be losing golf balls all over the place. So we don't want to be investing too much in them. Now this box of Srixon distance balls are just over £1 per ball. So they're perfect for us. It'll give us a nice confident feeling putting a brand new ball in play, but it won't break our hearts when we lose the odd one. At £12.99 a dozen, we still have £96 of our 500 left to spend. Now the next thing you're going to need is a glove. Your hands are really the only connection between you and the golf clubs, so you want to ensure your grip is as stable as possible. A quirky thing about golf is that right-handed golfers wear a glove on their left hand, so just be aware of that when shopping. Now this glove from Stubort is what they call an all-weather glove. It's made from synthetic materials, it's great in both dry and wet conditions and will last ages. There's even a nice bit of elastic over the knuckles to ensure a comfortable fit. Now this glove is on sale for just £5.99, leaving us £90 of our budget still to spend. Lastly, we need some tees. These pink ones are great for when you're using your driver. They easily tee the ball at the same exact height every time. There are different colors and sizes for other clubs too. We're going to add some of these green ones too for when we're hitting irons on par 3s. At £2 per bag of these tees, we're down to our last £86. So that is everything you need to play golf and well under our £500 limit. So what is next? Well, we made an assumption earlier that you'll already have the clothing and footwear you need. However, it could be the case that you need some dedicated golf shoes, as clubs can be a little stricter about footwear over clothing or apparel. They do want to protect their golf course after all. And if that's the case, these FootJoy Flex golf shoes will be a perfect first pair. They're lightweight and they're relatively sporty looking, a million miles from what you picture as a traditional golf shoe, and at £69.99 they're a great investment, and we're still taking change from our £500 budget. Now if you do already have a pair of golf shoes or suitable shoes, then you can look instead to add another club to your bag for the budget, maybe a fairway wood or a hybrid. Now if this is the case, we do suggest a hybrid. This will be a great alternative off the tee if your driver is not behaving and going everywhere. And it'll also be great off the fairway and out of the rough when playing the longer holes. This Cobra King F6 Hybrid is just £57 and has all the technology to help get you out of trouble. It's super easy to set up square at address and move the club effortlessly through turf at impact. This weight is positioned low and back to help get the ball in the air from even the heaviest and gnarliest of rough. If you take this option, then you're taking over £20 away with you in change from your £500, maybe even enough for your first green fee. So there you have it. Thanks to the record choice and selection at Golfbidder, we've managed to get everything we need to play golf for under £500. That's a bag, driver, irons, including 2 wedges, putter, balls, a glove, tees, and even shoes or a fairway or hybrid. And we still have some change in our pockets. Now make sure, as always, to check out our Golfbidder socials on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok for all the very latest. But for me for now, it's Donal out.